Hi guys, welcome to your channel. This is Starseed Revolution 1111. Welcome today. So I hope all of you are doing good. I'm feeling much better. From what I was in few days before, I'm becoming much more kind of. I've recovered from that the whole trauma. I mean, it was quite a thing to go through that warfare, and I'm just trying to build up my strength again. Yeah, I'm just. I thought of just trying to kind of put this message out there that what I've seen in my past few videos. I've been talking about like if you had seen any of my videos regarding the warfare videos, if you have seen about what is all happening. See, I've told about my own story, my own thing, and how. I'll be like I'm outcast. I mean, I'm isolated in all ways possible, and pretty much see it's like a kind of a what to say the devil will try its I mean it's all possible ways to keep me like trying to somehow suppress me and keep me from reaching out to people or explaining what's really happening. And I just want each one of you to just who is watching, if you're I don't know how to ask more than this, just to ensure that you pass this on, just spread a word wherever you can, and just see that that you are the world as such is going to have changes coming in, and many things are going to change. And as part of that, it is my role as my role is also to help people out, to wake them up, like come up, I mean basically to see explaining my story, and also to ensure that if you are in a place where you don't feel you're not feeling good, you're not feeling happy about things, you need to really work on it. No more we are not in the world anymore where we just have to work 9 to 5 and just live life and go, and things are going to be back in normal ways or something. It's not going to go, and it's going to change even further as we go into this year. And so what I'm here to say is not to talk something out of the blue, something happening, it's all happening right in front of us. Only thing, we are not woken up. Okay, even for me, I'm telling you to really see, this is really, this the world we are living in? Is this the reality we are living in? Is this the kind of people we are surrounded by? mm, was is still difficult to comprehend, because sometimes I've seen them, seen people who they are for sure. I wish I could they're one of these ugliest creatures they look like. Okay, I'm just telling, I'm not saying anything, but then that's how I can, like the demons or whatever it is. If you kind of, it's quite a thing to be and see them. It's like, what do I say? It's like something very odd, like you see a person and then you see the real nature of him. Who is he behind the veil? What is he behind the mask? What is he kind? And oh god, that is like difficult to contemplate, difficult to understand. And we sometimes we feel, if you are ignorant, it is better, just I'm not opening up to this. What is this stupidity? And it's like basically, see, we are moving into another earth. Okay, so the earth ascension is happening, and there are people who are going to be left out in this earth, and there are people going to be moving out. So those things are going to come out. Like, see, eventually you will, the more the people who have done, who have been good and things like that, like who have taken care of that, who have not been like not done harm and other things and created problems in this world and worked on themselves, and not been in any way or means like been trouble in this world, would have their own will will also ascend with this. They have opportunities and things like that. Okay, so it's time. It's like yeah, for me it's very difficult to put something like this out, because it's still people not ready to accept many things like that. Okay, it's like, is it for real? Is it for things? And for me, everything is real. Everything is real. And why me? Why me? Many will question me. Why me means like, what can I say? That's what the question is. If it can, if I come, if it okay. Now, if I tell you, you wouldn't believe, or is it something you want only God to come and tell you, or who do you believe? Only media. If media tells you, believe. What if media itself was being was for example, if I say the media itself has been completely taken over by people who are not interested to reveal information, what would you say? Wouldn't you? Then who's the one who is to tell you this information? Do you expect God to turn, or do you want to tell them in the churches, or do you want to tell them through the temples that they will? Most of them haven't really gone to this level. Even if they have that information, they don't want to let it know, because they don't see, that's a control, right? They have, each one have different level of control, and they don't let go. If I suddenly say, okay, now on, no more, you can directly have connection with the God, and you do not come to the temple, I mean, come to the church and things, then you understood that there is always like, then they feel like they have lost control of us, like, basically. So what I mean to say is like, some information that what I'm trying to put out there, please try to share this as much as possible, because if it does make sense to you, I wish there could be someone else, there could be, I mean, they could use. And it's not just for getting popularity or anything. I'm trying to reach out to people, and out of all the difficulty, and I'm just sitting today because it's not that it's not like I want to create a victim mentality or anything of that nature. I'm struggling, Dave. Struggling in the sense, it's like, it's the way that it tries to, I have to overcome these kind of things. What to say, like, these situations where I'm being constantly put under pressure, put under financial crisis, put under so many difficulties, whether they would just want to take over my soul. Actually, that is the whole point. I mean, what I'm saying is like, the light that we bring in, the light and love which we bring in for the world, right? So that they don't want the dark side, dark forces. They don't want, because it's pretty much we are eliminating their things, right? Their forces. So they've been happily ruling, ruling this world or Earth very for so many years and things like that, and they didn't. They had a full control over them, okay, over the people. And if I say these kind of, for example, that's what I'm saying. How they had control means, little did I know that through so much of spell work will be done by people here in London. Okay, that too of proper British guy. So he is educated, he was well educated, he was well learned, everything is there. But then end of the day, he looked the best, he looked the fashionable, he wears the best dresses. And if you give it a chance, you look at me, I'm saying most of them have thought I'm not the abuser. And when I was sometimes explaining to some of my friends that I was abused and things like that, everybody listens to him, then they'll judge immediately that it was me who's the abuser. Okay. And so abuse is in different forms, right? Like, you have physical violence, then you have verbal abuse, then you have sexual abuse. So that is all different types of abuses which are going on. Mental abuse is there, but then the beauty is, some of them at least they are categorized that as abuse, and then we can at least go and complain to the police that these are doing this way, this is happening because he hit me, he's been like torturing me, like constantly harassing me, like these kind of things which are there. Even then, now only we are trying to get those things issues sorted. Think about this spell work. How many people know that? The question is, how many people know that in your workplace, whether you have been spell work, been the same person is in a workplace, okay, he's working in a place, and for what prevents him from putting a spell work on his manager, or putting manager on a colleague, or anyone subordinate? For example, he's in a manager post. For example, if he was in a manager post, then what prevents him from putting such spell work on people in order to get job done? Who would know? Because because I had this spiritual awakening. I was going, and then I tried to understand more and more. Then only I came across to know this. Okay, through my psychic ability, how many people know that what's going around you? Do you know anything? Everything we put it on fate. Oh, things suddenly we say, oh, I didn't get the promotion. Oh, suddenly work turned bad. This work suddenly changed. No, something changed. I mean, I mean, everything. Don't know. The project went off like this. This happened. That we just blame it on the fate and go. Are we sure? Does it make sense what I'm asking? Because sometimes it doesn't make sense because the if it is not personally you've gone through, you might think that what are we talking about? Spell work and all. Yeah, these are witches. Yeah, that are. That's what I'm saying. People didn't expect this kind of things. See, once it's like a see, someone would use kind of what to say, those magic powers and all they use until you don't see. Nobody questions it. Nobody cares about it. Nobody thinks that people. Most of them assume that nobody uses that. So there's no point in anywhere bringing the topic at all unless I'm bringing like this and telling my personal experience. There's no point in for you anyone to talk about spell work about using this. Nobody advocates for using spell work in the mainstream, right? Do you hear a spell work or a black magic done on anything in any media in front? Have you heard anything like that? Never, right? But the amount, if my case, if you take the other day, I asked the police that there is some things related to some some friends are putting black magic in thing. Is there any law that any law that I can use to file a register case? Oh, we don't deal with that. That is what exactly the police said. Okay, we deal with those things and all. Oh, no, police doesn't. I mean, then the harassment that I am going through, I wonder who will take care of such things. I'm just asking this question, putting it out there. It's like it just goes. It's the mental torture, the abuse. These people, literally, even now they are there. I'm telling you, they just do it in such a precision. I wish you would definitely come back one day and realize what I was telling was correct or not. But today maybe it is okay. But I'm just thinking, where okay, if police ignores, okay, who else would take care of this? If police says this is not the way of crime, if this is an abuse happening to me, right? This is the way they come through and abuse me mentally, physically. Nighttime they not allow me to sleep. Daytime if I sleep, my mind, body, and they just completely have done magic on me to kind of really my body gets so exhausted because they steal the energy. And coming to the energy, for example, for them, for all of us, we need energy to live, right? Energy to day-to-day work. These are people who are called energy vampires, and they don't generate energy, but they are in high places. They keep this in mind. These are most of them. Let me not tell everybody. I mean, again, I'm telling you. I'm just putting different scenarios out there to see how it feels. Where's the justice for all these things? Okay. So, like, I always ask this question. So, we have these energy vampires. They call. There are lots, and they in the society they are typically narcissistic personality disorder. They classified as narcissistic personality disorder and things like that. Okay. Those people cannot generate energy. So what they have to do is they need a supply, what they call supply, right? So supply is the energy or someone to latch onto to take a supply, and then they go and work. Okay. Now the beauty is what I kind of it is a quite thing. Okay, in nature we also understand naturally we at least our body works for it. Okay, so God gives us all the things. For example, I'm saying I don't say that I'm getting free energy or anything like, but we are generating the energy, right? Through you, we eat food and body with all the water, air, and everything. It just then we generate the energy which is required for us to do the day-to-day work, right? So even then we kind of have so much mechanism to get that done. What if So for a narcissist, we are giving the end product directly. He comes and takes the energy out and go. So he has no need to eat. For example, I'm saying no need to eat, no need to do any bodily operations to generate that energy, but directly takes the end product, right? So what I'm saying is, so now the food that you ate, you have paid for it. Your body is working for it, and everything is a different way. You have done expenditure. Like you have literally your body has gone little one day old because it has done this, and you have bought so much, so many things. You have had food and things, water, everything. All that is the way of you've spent your money for that, right? So what, that is an amount, that is an energy, that is the equivalent amount that you have what to say, the to generate this energy you have put so much of you have spent so much of money, say. And in terms of, I'm just saying it's approximately. So now you having that energy, someone taking it away without giving you anything, what does it mean? And you also, we ourselves won't know that they are doing it. So what does it mean? Is this something that we have to freely give? Are we all supposed to freely give everywhere? Free? What are they supposed to? They are born to be given free service. Just asking. So where is, so even to buy a run a thing, for example, you have a run a torch or your remote, you have your batteries. For that battery also is cost, because it's all energy in there, right? Everything which energy costs, right? Then why these people, these kind of people who take energy out of the other ones, these kind, it is not classified as stealing? Why? I'm wondering why they are literally stealing. Like if, for example, this is just for their day-to-day activity, just to live for them. They need that. If not, they'll be dead. If I see that person, one day I saw, he was just like gone, like, because I was preventing from giving my energy. The minute, then they get like nervous, they get sick. Actually, they become sick, and it was like, the how they stand. And generally, if you are normal, if you don't have if you generally have a normal energy, not like extraordinary, normal energy, normally you wake up and things. So but nighttime you feel tired and sleep, right? Like that is what. So think about it. Suddenly they're just like running out of supply. The body will all go like one. It's just like what to say, something you can't just contemplate it. I wish I could take a video or something like that and see how they shrink. Like it's like shrink. I don't know what to say, if that's the right word, but they kind of just lose all their thing, right? Because 1 minute you would have seen them there, so like with the full energy and things. As the energy is gone, what I did was. That was the first time I tried to reclaim my energy. So the minute they are taken from me, they'll come and touch you, and then they take you, taking the energy. Then what I did was I tried to reclaim the energy. Reclaim means I'm taking my energy back to me. You can reclaim your energy because it has to come back to you, because it's your energy. So that minute only, he didn't expect, he's losing the energy. So there was a bit of a tug of war, but we are not telling it out that I'm taking back my energy, because I know that it would be very sensitive for him, because it's like, how dare you? That's where the rage comes from. It's like for them, the privilege, you're supposed to give me this one. They think like that. You understood? So for him, I didn't tell that. I specifically just kind of acted as if I went and reclaimed the energy. I just wanted to see, because they act using my energy, then they act as if they are great. That is what I wanted to see. Without the energy, how you look like. So when I reclaimed energy, literally almost collapsed, and he's they have been sleeping, lying down, not sure what to do. I think so. Afterwards, they can't tolerate. Somehow they pull the energy out, and that's why they summon the entities and thing. It comes on me, and then they go. Then like they come like as if or the body suddenly comes back into a thing, and they get mad. How dare you kind of put me in that kind? Because for them, they don't want to show that vulnerable part of them. They always want to show that we are great, and they'll never accept they're taking anything of that energy and all. We are not energy. They will never ever accept that. And what I'm saying is, like, and they cannot leave us supply that easily. They will never, once the supply is good supplying things, that's why they will never leave. Especially for me, it was one of the horrible thing is that my energy is more addictive for them. Okay, and what happens? So wow, so coming to that, if you see, without that, they are dead people. They're like zombies. They can, even zombies might walk around. I think so. These people walk or not, I don't know. They just collapsed in one place, I believe. That's what it is all about. So now what happens is, okay, so if that is the case, then why? Then what happens? They now are non-stop harassing me. I can't tell them. I can't tell you guys. I can't show you guys because there needs to be. This is all. What can I say? I can just only tell that if, or for example, another spiritual person or another, basically another witch or someone who knows this can happen, that can happen, because those things. Even if I tell you now, he's telling something crap story. He's talking about. People might think like that, but actually they are at this moment. That is why they feel like nobody believes, nobody will say, there is no evidence, there's nothing to prove, we can always go and do this. Like for example, go and do this means doing black magic on me and then coming in, and daily for them it's like through black magic they get access to me and then do. And now, where do I go for that? Whom do I go and explain this? If there is no provision for me to say this, through which they are taking my energy, they are harassing me, they are literally not allowing me to sleep, really bringing in whatever the first ever kind of magics they put, which people will never believe. I'm telling you, the kind of abuse that they do through this black magic. Think about, narcissists are normally itself abusive. Given this tool to them, think that number of times, the amount of more things they do more. I'm telling, I've been like scientifically studied. My brain is being studied scientifically. My brain is manipulated scientifically. They create illusions. I was thinking this is real, and I was doing something again and again and again, and it is illusion. I couldn't believe it. They put me in like one hamster wheel, creating an illusion in mind. I didn't know it was illusion because they have all the mechanism to track my brain, twist and create a new scenario within the thing, create people who are not there. Because I'm thinking I'm seeing someone, but they are not there. It's like, wow, wow, what is going on? This is the level of in depth they've gone in. So now normally if you see a narcissist would be doing all this, he's already, how do I say, it's like in his own ways he has a bit of intelligence, okay, to how to go, because he can immediately take over person. He can learn people quickly. He can take their persona and run with it, and all this, the way he talks and everything. He's got his own skill set, okay, but that can't last for long. It can be only for a short period. It's not like a it can help him in just doing the same thing over and over again with different people. That's why they always have and many people, and then they go one after the other, one after the other, because the show can be any show that such kind of shows can go for a short time only. So once they're done, next so they go in whatever fashion, wherever, next one, next one, next one. So with that now, black magic or witchcraft, voodoo, whatever they do, they've gone into that level. Now that is added, given them so much of advantage. They need not even tell outside that they're doing anything. I'm not, for example, if previously at least I could say he was here, he was doing, they were there, and they are taking away my energy because they were there, he was taking away, I felt exhausted. I can say outside, if you've seen other videos, people tell that. But now, for example, if you see in this room, nobody is there. If I just span the thing, there's nobody is there. But I am saying there are people. There are entities on me right now sent just to take my energy out, just to just monitor my actions, to come and to spy my actions. Where are we going to? How do you feel now when police was going to tell that okay, we are not going to monitor, we are going to place video cameras on people's face? How many? What was the opposition? Privacy is gone. This is gone. Where do we classify this? They can very well. They travel directly to my house and monitor 24 hours whether I'm with things, whatever I do. They can monitor. You would have seen one movie called Invisible Man. That is what they are. That is for true. I'm telling you, people just, I wish I could just, one day or the other, I wish I could tell you guys, think about these things and what implications they can have on us, right? You see how much they would, because why I'm saying is, if any one of you that who very well know, if you know me, you know people whom I am talking about, please, 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 at least if you don't support me is fine, but at least try and stop people like that, because I know for some reason you all have a thing towards me. Just feel like this guy is always maybe I'm sometimes I come across a little bit what say a rash or something, and whatever it is, but I don't care about what each one's opinion is. But what I'm saying is, first of all, be careful when you're with those kind of people, what they do. The next is, at least don't enable them by going along with what they say. Next time, observe whether am I doing everything what they say? Am I doing everything as per yes, no, yes, no? Am I being a doll, like a puppet? Think about it. If that is the case, look at how to break spells. Learn that technique. Just light a candle, say break the spell, and return back to center. That's what I'm saying. Do that, you will be out of it. If you believe so. Because if not, if you want to be the puppet of another person, I don't care about it. But the minute you wake up, then you'll realize what it was. What all, the minute you thought, aha, he's the greatest, then you look at him, really, what? Why did I think like that? That's the difference, okay? So just see that you can somehow come out of that kind of things, man. Don't please don't enable. I wish I could send this video out to some other people, but I'm just going to record this, and I'm definitely putting it in the community things wherever possible. So yeah, so one thing I just wanted to make sure is, please do look at it from a perspective of an abuse, from the perspective of stealing our energy, stealing our money. And then the main thing is, another thing is, when we are at this stage, it's like stealing energy, because we also need energy to create our own thing, right? For example, if I have to work on many things, my business, I'm doing my business, I'm doing tarot card reading and things, I need energy for that. So what these people are doing is, they come travel and they come into my thing to steal my idea. Already out different way of stealing, right? If you can go into a brain of directly into a brain of a person, because nobody is there, nobody knows what's happening, you directly go into the brain. For example, that was in this movie, right? What is that called? What's this guy in Leonardo's this movie, where they plant a dream. I forgot the just it's right now, right at the tip. Okay, I think it is. Okay, I think I might get it, but anyways, I'm just saying that I hope you know that movie, what I'm talking about. It is so they kind of go and just plant a thought, right? Oh, maybe this is why I think about that is happening in real. And at least there they have to execute in open aircraft. They have to go and put him, which looked like, okay, this may not happen. But here, right now, everything happening. They have access, full access to come and do anything, and they really literally doing. These are people, man. I just want these people to be exposed as soon as possible. But for that, you guys who are supporting and doing all these things, I have to look at it, support. If I'm alone, just keep screaming, and that won't happen. You also, each one of you need to observe what is happening, what is going on. And why I'm saying is, now they steal the ideas, that God-given ideas. For example, we get our ideas from above. Okay, everybody, for that matter, all of them. Where do ideas come from? It's like from, like, we just putting it from conscious, right? Like God conscious and things like that, through which we get ideas and things. So the ideas and plans for that. So if you have if you have thought about these ideas, they have the ability to come and go into your astral water and just take everything and go. So where is the copyright? Can you keep a copyright in your mind? Okay, there's no possible, right? So this is all never covered. Spiritually, you have nothing, because the whole world doesn't talks about too much about spiritual. And then there comes to the point where they can work on your one of your chakras, where they can completely say that take away your confidence, take away, make you, and also in your brain they'll plot. For example, they'll keep thoughts which makes you like negative thoughts. They can add negative thoughts in your mind. You're not good enough. You're unworthy. You won't be able to earn money. They can kind of see, like, really, right, how we can get information through different senses. They can directly impart that, and they can, it's one of the you see, what say, it's like it's kind of very tricky and very difficult to prove, unless there is like unless the whole world, or unless people are experiencing such things. And if you are experiencing, if your life has gone, after meeting certain people, your life has gone bad, good to bad, think about it. There could be some reasons. And especially the people who have been with these, the only people I know right now is this kind of these people, and they are good enough to completely bring down the cities together, because they have gone around all places. Last 1.5 years of their life, they've created havoc in all the places possible, if I understand. And it's like God, it's just too much to talk about those things, what they have done and all. But I'm just telling that I wish that I'm trying my best to bring these things out, and at least make people aware that you don't go into places and then be aware of such things, and don't be tricked by people because we think they are greater or superior or something of that kind of a thing in this world. Nothing like that. And don't think that a person of from our origin, or from African or any other from basically a colored person or anything for that matter, comes and talks about something. It doesn't mean that he's not talking something great. So just understand all these things. These things, I just want you to guys to be opening up your mind. I think it's not that I'm sitting here and blabbering something. It's basically it's about time. Don't be too. It will be too late later on thinking, oh, maybe why I was not knowing all this. Why didn't I? Then we can't help it. This is the way in which we can share information, share and care for each other, and see what we can do, what how to be aware of such things. Just this is a knowledge, right? It's not going to hurt you if you know about these things. Okay, these can happen. Okay, it's knowledge, right, for you. Do I say that you need to go through that pain and then get this knowledge? What I'm saying is just be aware a lot, because if they've ruined all the families they've gone to. They've ruined several families. They've taken life of several, I don't know how many also there. That is not counted. They are all missing somewhere. This is all going to come out soon. Then don't. Then you'll realize what I was talking about. What I am talking about. And they're all escaping, thinking they're all now after me, in the sense thinking when I'm going to do, what I'm going to do then. But I just wanted to first publish all these videos so that I will be in a better place to at least explain, show to the people whoever needs. All the details are out there at least. And if anything they try to come after me, I know at least I have some videos published that these things can happen. Now there's nothing that stops them from coming on to me, but only thing I'm going with the whole trust and I have faith that that God and all my ancestors, angels, all of them protect me. Okay, I wouldn't be that easily kind of anything can happen to me. I'm not scared of all those things also. I was once like scared. I mean, the kid who was very scared, and I have to look at each one, what they think, what each one thinks. I don't think about anything of that nature. If it is right, if it is correct, if it is true, I'll just put it out there, and I don't know what else can you do. Truth be told is what I'm telling you. So this is one of the things. Is this something that you need to consider as abuse? What kind of can we not categorize such things as abuse? Can we not categorize this as stealing? Stealing energy of a person, stealing energy to manipulate them, stealing energy to manifest for them. What they do also, for example, manifestation is a concept which I believe, if you know, it's good. It's like you need energy, the sexual energy, right? Sacral chakra, the energy from your sacral chakra is required for you to when your energy level is at a certain frequency or certain level, then you, whatever you think, imagine I need this one, for example, I need a car, I need a house. So we start to build that in our like we kind of I don't want to go into this quantum physics and all, but we start to manifest that. Manifest means it's a way of like bringing into fruition, right? Like bringing that into reality. So we need energy for that. Okay. What people do is either steal your full energy for sexual use, for their own sexual use, because these vampires, they don't have energy, right? You think about it, they don't have energy, so they need energy. So for they need constant sex is one of the key things. So use that, and then to get more they need think clothes. Buy every time they have to buy things, because they, whatever they lacking inside, they need to cover it up with the clothes. Okay, so that what they do is now okay, now what I have to do is like they have to get the energy to manifest. They don't have energy, so they come on to us only. So what they do first, initially they may take the energy to manifest, means they take directly the energy and they manifest for themselves, or else they'll come into your brain and change your thoughts to include them in their in the memory, so that we manifest for them also. For example, I may not be in love with my ex, but he might plant a thought saying that it was great, right? And the more we think when I sleep, when we sleep also subconsciously, they can we can manifest. So what we do, great, this big house we buy here, we both will be like that. First I would have thought for myself, but then they can alter the dream, alter that thought, and then they can make us think like, oh yeah, yeah, oh, did I, you won't remember, oh, was I thinking, yes, maybe, or maybe I love him now. Think about it, guys. So much of scientifically they execute this, so much. It's like a, it's like scientists even they do. So that's what, like they go, scientists means they, how detailed they go into research, and the same PhD, we should do PhD to them. These guys who are dwelling in black magic, full-time black magic, what else will they do? There's so much interest in them, so that's what, they don't have interest in themselves, but they have interest on another person. Especially targets like us, they can't get over us. Okay, they can't, for them we are the challenging people. We challenge them, we take them down like anything. Okay, we bring them to their knees, but they would never ever come across us, like the very rarely, no, till now you've never come across anybody like me. But what they do is like they just always throw people and go. But till a point they want to break them down, bring them down, and then they move on. Okay, happy, he's broken, next broken. They didn't see anybody rebuilding quickly and then standing up to them, and then bringing them down is the worst ever nightmare for them. To exposing them so much is a bigger nightmare for them. And on top of that, explaining each and everything what they do and what flaws they've got, what problems they have. They can't just hear that. That is what the whole thing is about, and I'm here to do that. What else can I do? It's my role. Never mind whatever the torture they do or anything, I still stand up and then do it. So this is what we are here to call out people like them. Okay, so that's what I just wanted to post this video. Think about it, think about these things, and when we say no, I'm going to try and approach and see if I can approach to some people whom I know and see what do they think about these cases, these kind of cases where I have. So I mean, is there any way What if all, as far as we know, there are huge major companies and industries where this is practice all goes. So what do we do about that? So are we saying it's all okay? This is what the question is. So I am not so sure. I'm just starting it as a small level. I don't know if you guys have more information, things like that. Start talking. I mean, yeah, we need to talk. We need to raise questions. We need to ask questions. Why is this not covered? Because this is all part of society. You know, the impact on me. Maybe today I'm not an important person here right now, but I'm just saying on behalf of people in UK or anywhere else for that matter. At least I thought UK had covered some cases, but the other day the police was saying, but I don't know whether he really knows or he just wanted to avoid the topic or something. But this is what his first response was, that maybe until something comes up in media, they will not tell anything. I don't know about that, but this is what I'm saying right now. I wouldn't. I still believe there should be some provision for this such kind of attacks, though it cannot be. I cannot show it, but there are going to be definitely there are so many, there'll be some way or the other things would come out in the light. Okay, so that's what I wanted to write, just record in today's video. So as I said, please share wherever possible to all your friends, any other communities and things. Start talking about this and see how you feel about it and things like that. So because it's all about time to bring such kind of atrocities in front of. Okay, because today I'm still a victim in a way, but I do not want to give up that and start crying and saying everything's gone wrong. But I am standing up and fighting, putting a fight there, and all I want is your support. If people can support me, and if not, at least by sharing or doing something of that kind will really help. Because we are because why I need to do all this is not for my personal gain, right? I can be keeping quiet and then everything will be fine. I can just keep quiet and need not tell anybody. Yeah, but there is another life going to be affected, because these people today see me what I'm doing. That's why they're a little scared and not getting out there and trying to do the next, not searching for the next victim. So that's what I've deterred, so before I so that's what I'm saying. I'm trying to prevent this from for the others. So that is the reason I'm putting it out there, not for the I guess great things I've done, nothing like that. I just wanted to prevent this from happening to other people, and also to people to know what could be the reason that your life, if you have come across these kind of people, may have your fate to change, or why it has changed is because they altered your fate. So that's why you can so you don't want to let someone else to change your fate, right? So those things, just think about all these things. How serious is this? They are not God, right? Why do they have a say on us, if unless you accept them, and if you're not if you don't believe in God and things, I'm not questioning that, but if you do, then why would you let them do anything? So at least help, support, and just get an awareness. If you're not so much into that, go into look at what is this what is demonic entities. Learn about them. Don't get scared and run away. I was also scared, but learn about that. What are these? Where are they come? And especially I've got there's like this video is um, I've just wanted to show you guys some documentaries which if I can get it couldn't find that documentary. Okay. What's his name? I think right now I'm not able to get that. Probably in my next time when I come across, I'll keep save that, because I kind of go through many things to kind of understand what, where, and how things are working out. Because see, I was not into Christianity and stuff, right? So I I didn't have much of an idea about all these demons and things like that, those kind of terminologies, and what is I mean, who was Lucifer, all these things and all. I didn't I didn't even look at it. So then, but then only really I just kind of, my God, I just feel it's all true. It's not like anywhere, it's not like they're not telling some truth or something. Okay. So, anyways, I'll tell you in the next one. I couldn't get the exact video. I don't want to waste time. Okay. Lucifer, you escaped today. Okay, fine. Okay, fine, guys. So I will close that. I'll bring you in the next thing. I'll introduce them probably. I think so. Okay, guys. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video. Thank you.